Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. It's Oge's World again. I've missed you all so much. I've been busy trying to sort one or two things. Everything I'll be bringing here to you to see what I have been doing. Okay, today I'll be talking about the day I met one of these seers and prophets. I don't know what you call them, but I like to call them charlatans. So that's what we're talking about today. Okay, so it's been a long time more. I think like 10 years ago. I was coming from work and I took a bike. Okay, I had gotten to the last bus stop that leads to my home, so I took a bike. So as I was trying to get on the bike, then this guy was beckoning on me, so I just told the bike man to ride on. So we left, and 7 minutes into the ride I realized that someone was trailing me. So I looked back and I felt someone was trailing me. Then I looked back and saw the guy that was calling for my attention to wait. And then I was close home. I had 1 minute to get to my house, and I would not want a stranger to follow me home. So I told the bike man to hold on. So I alighted, paid him, and he left. So this guy alighted from his own bike and told me to pay. You know, before he even told me to pay the bike man that carried him, the person that carried him was asking him for money, and then he pointed at my direction. I was confused. So he asked me to pay the bike man. I said, no, I won't. Who are you? And then he just paid the bike man. The bike man left, and then he moved over to me and told me that as I was trying to take the bike, that he saw a vision about me. Wow, vision about me. So he said he doesn't live in Lagos to start with. I've forgotten what he called his name. He didn't live in Lagos, and then he came to visit a family member in Lagos, and you know, the family member had gone to work and he just started to take a walk around. So I asked him which area he came to visit the family member. He mentioned an area that was 15 minutes far from me. It's not just about the timing. It's about the fact that the area is a totally different community from my own neighborhood. And if you say that you came to visit someone in that area and you're just taking a walk, you cannot take a walk and end up in my own place. Okay? There are two different parts of the city. So I said, okay, that's nice. So he said he was just standing at that bus stop trying to go back when I was trying to board the bike, and then he saw the vision. So I asked him what he saw, and then he started with, okay, he spoke Yoruba, so I'll be saying it in English. He said that he can see that, he said there was someone around me that does not have children, that the person is looking for a child. I said, that all my friends, I said, okay, let me think. I can't remember anyone, no. All my friends have children. In fact, that all of them, no one is without a child. And then he said, okay, that he didn't mean it like that, that he means that there is someone amongst us around me that is not married, that is really trying to get married. And I said, trying to get married? That I don't know, because all those my friends are married, and that's me. I've married the third husband, and I'm in the house of the third husband, and I have 4 kids already. That I had one from the first one, had one from the second husband, and I have 2 from the third husband. So that I have 2 now from my third husband, and that's where I'm going. But I'm already, I said, yes, that's what he's saying. But that there is a man that is also trying to marry me now. I said, yes, that was what I was about to tell him, that right now I'm tired of this third man, and I'm looking for another person that would marry me. And that in fact there are 4 of them that wants to marry me now, but one among them is very, very serious. He said, yes, that 4th man is the one that God has sent to come and help me, that I should make sure that I give in to him, or that is that one gone that God has said to come and help me, that I should make sure I don't miss him, that those 3 I've married, they are not even my husband at all. So I said, okay, so what are we going to do now? He said, yes, that was exactly the vision that he saw, that what will happen is I'm going to buy a holy book. I don't want to mention the religion, holy book. So I asked him how much. He said there are some they sell 10,000 per copy, there is 5,000 per copy. He mentioned various prices till he got to 400 naira per copy, and I would need 7 copies for the prayers. So he now also advised, yes, he advised me, of course, as my spiritual leader, that I should make sure I do not go for the cheap ones. So that if I want the prayers to be very effective and for the man not to leave me and run away, I should make sure I go for the ones that are very, very expensive, that when I present the expensive ones before God and his angels, that the prayers will be accepted very fast. I said, okay, so that he's not saying I should buy the most expensive one, which is 10,000, that I can buy the one that is 7,000 or 8,000, and I will need 7 copies. So I asked, so if I buy the 7 copies now, how am I going to see you and the prayer thing? He said I should not worry down. I'm not the one that will buy them. That will just give him the money. He's going to buy the 7 copies. He's going to do the prayers in his in that place. He came to visit people, that there are other spiritualists there that are going to join him to do the prayers. So I said, okay, so what I need now are 7 copies. He said yes. I said, but I don't have money right now to give you to buy me 7 copies of this holy book. And he said, okay, that he doesn't mean I should buy everything at once, that I can, give him some money to start buying the ones that we can buy now, but I would eventually complete the amount. I said, but he just told me now that I need to, I need to finish the prayers. The prayers is going to take 7 days, and I have to start from tonight, because what you saw is very, very dangerous. You saw something like the man might even leave and, not come back, and you need to start the prayers this night, and it will end on the 7th day. He said, no, that, since I don't have the money, that the spirit would understand. I said, okay, no problem. But I do not have as much as 7,000 naira to even give. What I have in my purse now is 1,200. He said, there is no problem. Since there are ones of 400 naira, since there are ones of 500, that he would advise I give him the 1,200. So he can buy the one that is 500, 2 copies, and then he can use the 200 naira to take bike back to those people he came to visit. So I said, okay, that this one too, I'm sorry, I won't be able to release it. And why that? Don't I want the blessing to come? I said, of course I want the blessings to come now. I said, you see this one too, this place I'm going, I told you that's the house, my 3rd husband's house, where I have 2 children. They'll go to school tomorrow. I'll buy rice, I'll buy plantain for them. That's 700 naira, and it will be remaining 500. Is that 500 I will also take to work? See, I'm just coming from work. But if you want me to really do this spiritual thing that you're telling me now, tomorrow, after work, I'm going to the house of that my 1st husband. So when I get there, he's going to give me money, because my 1st child, that's where my 1st child is. He's going to give me money, and I'll send the money to you. So just give me your number. So he said, okay, that I should give him my number. I said, you see this phone I'm holding? When my 2nd husband spoiled my phone and bought me a different SIM, I can't remember the number. Do you understand? So if you give me your own number, I'll be able to dial it when I buy airtime, because there's no airtime on it now. So when I buy airtime, I'll call you and then give you the number. You can have my number. I'll tell you who I am. You can then save my number. We'll continue from there. So he said, okay, no problem, that it's fine. So he looked for paper around, scribbled his number on it. And then after writing his number and giving it to me, he now said, that am I still insisting I don't want to drop the 1, 2? I said, no, I've explained my, my predicament to you. He said, okay, what about giving him 1,000 out of the money that I should not bother about the bike money? I said, but I've told you that is what my kids are going to use to eat tomorrow now. He said, okay, how about giving him 500? I said, but it will still not be nice. Okay, I should just bring the 200 that he will manage it just to take bike. I said, no, I cannot even leave anyone. Don't worry, we'll do the prayers now. In fact, I'm not even interested in buying those 500 naira one. I want to buy at least the one of 5,000. So tomorrow now I'm going to go and hustle for 35,000 so I can buy the one of 5,000 naira. So he said, okay. I don't know, he boarded a bike and left. Then I just walked. I didn't want to take a bike. I just walked to my house because I just had a minute to get home. So, and as soon as I left, the paper where he wrote it, I don't even know what I did to it. If I threw it into the gutter or something, I can't remember. And I just dumped it somewhere. When I got home, I started telling people that were together, like, look at what happened to me just on my way from work, and we're all laughing about it. I remember today and I said, it's worth sharing, because I know that these charlatans, these spiritualists, when they come to women, they know we have 2 problems. It's either you're struggling to be married, and if you're married, you're having problems in your homes, or you don't have children, or if you have children, you're having children issues. This is Africa, where things like this bother us a whole lot. Okay, sometimes you forget that things happen in marriages, things will always happen in our lives, you know. Life itself is full of challenges, and these are ways by which we can achieve growth. Sometimes we feel like, oh, this spirituality is actually, sometimes me I actually think that they just do combination and permutation, or they don't actually know what they're talking about, because they've looked at it that, okay, these are the problems that women have, so let's follow this side. Because the guy started with, we weren't married, or the guy started with we didn't have children, and then he diverted to we weren't married. He was just guessing. Yeah, he was doing guesswork, and I know he must have tried it with a lot of people. He must have done it with a lot of people, and perhaps it has worked out for him. So guys, I'm not saying that there are no spiritualists that are not seeing vision. If your doctrine permits that, is fine. But for me, most times I do not believe in all these things. Okay, so as people, especially we women, let's just be careful. Once you get these visions, be sure in your heart that it is right, and not just because you are desperate or you are scared of the situation that you find yourself in. Thank you for hanging out with me today. It's been lovely being with you guys. Please like, share this video, and kindly subscribe to my channel. And my returning subscribers, thank you for being with me. Thank you so much. There's no guesswork without you. I love you. Bye bye.